What's up, everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's speed build, I am building in the world of Evergreen Harbor, and I'm building this family home. It's just a modern family home. I guess it's an eco-friendly family home, or at least I don't really know exactly what the impact on the eco footprint is when you're playing in this house, because I haven't tested that. I meant to, but I kind of forgot. But I did make sure to add a couple of solar panels and a few green roofs and things like that. And a dew collector, if I'm not mistaken, but you could definitely go ahead and make it a bit more eco-friendly if you want to. You could add some like windmills and things like that. So yeah, you could also definitely add a couple more like solar panels and things. Now that I'm thinking about it, did I even add solar panels? I'm not sure. I think I did. I think I added a couple of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, we'll see that once we move on to the actual decorating of the house, I guess. But yeah, for the shape of the house, it's pretty fun. I was looking at an reference picture. Wow, I couldn't think of the word for a second. But I was definitely looking at a reference photo for the facade of the house, for the shape of the facade, basically. And then I just kind of used that idea and then made it my own and turned it into a house. I kind of made up the back myself because I didn't really have any pictures of the back of that specific house, so I kind of just made that up myself. But yeah, I thought it was a really fun house. It's just a modern house. It's a family home. It's pretty small for a family home, but it does have 3 bedrooms, and one of those bedrooms fits a double bed that is accessible from both sides, so you could easily have a couple of parents or something like that sleeping in that bedroom. But yeah, anyway, for the shape of the house, one thing that I found a lot of fun was that I added those stacked containers through the back of the house. So they kind of just wanted to extend their house, and they did that by adding a couple of stacked containers as an extension. And I thought that that was really fun and creative and definitely very like sustainable and eco-friendly in my opinion, even though I'm pretty sure that in the game, either the container wallpaper or the container roofing is not good for the eco footprint. It gives an industrial footprint, I believe. So that is pretty stupid. I don't really like that. Because in my opinion, container houses or using containers, shipping containers for houses or as building material, I think that that is very sustainable. And I really definitely think that that should be good for the environment rather than bad for the environment. But yeah, that is just me. But yeah, I was just thinking that they did that because it was sustainable. So you can kind of see that this house, I was thinking that the core of the house was already there, and then they added those 2 extensions in the back of the house and on the right side of the house. So the one on the back of the house is made out of shipping containers, and then the other extension, which is kind of like a sunroom, it's just made out of wood, just different materials. But yeah, I thought that that was a pretty fun idea that these people are a little bit more creative when it comes to renovating their home and extending their house. So yeah, I thought that that was a pretty fun idea, and I was playing around a lot with the window situation. Like, I did not know what to do with it. I also used the shipping container door on the ground floor as sort of like a back door, even though it's not really a back door because it's still on the front of the house, but as just like as a second entrance, I guess. And that leads into the crafting room, so I thought that that was really fun. But yeah, the rest of the house is pretty black and white. Like, the colors are pretty neutral, except for the shipping containers. I turned those into I colored them kind of like that rusty red or brownie color, which I think is really, really pretty and definitely adds some interest to the rest of the color scheme of this house, because it's pretty neutral and pretty like black and white, which I thought was a lot of fun because I don't tend to do that a lot. I like to go for like wood tones and make the houses a little bit more warm toned with like different sorts of wood and things like that, and cream colors and things. But for this house, I was definitely just really trying to stick to the black and white color scheme, I guess, even though they're not really colors, but I'm pretty sure that you know what I mean. So yeah, I definitely did add a couple of like wood accents here and there. You can see that the columns and the fencing and stuff is a darker wood tone, which I think really adds to the color scheme of the house as well, and it really goes well with the color of the containers in my opinion, so I like that. And I also added a skylight to this roof, as you can see. Oh yeah, that's right, I used the solar panel roofing pattern that comes with Eco Lifestyle, and I'm pretty sure that that also gives off a positive eco-friendly footprint, if that makes any sense. And here I just filled in the green roofs with some grass or bushes or whatever you want to call it to just add a little bit more interest to it. I thought that that was a lot of fun. But yeah, the overall shape of the house is definitely coming together and pretty close to being done. For this house, I actually used a flooring that comes with Journey to Batu. Like I had to, because I really like the bricks that come with that pack. I don't use them very often because I do realize that not a lot of people have Journey to Batu installed. I realize that, but nonetheless, I really, really like those bricks that come with the pack. So for this one, I just really wanted to use them because I loved the color of those bricks and I thought that they suited this house perfectly. So I just decided to use them for this build. I hope that's okay with you guys. You can easily swap them out for a different brick. We have lots of gray or black bricks in the game that are base game or just from a different pack. So it should be pretty easy to swap those tiles or those bricks out for something else. I just really wanted to use them because I really, really enjoyed them. And here you can see that I moved on to the landscaping. I used a lot of debug landscaping, as I usually do, to kind of keep an eye on the budget of the house, even though I don't really do that. Like I never really restrict myself when it comes to a budget. Like from time to time I will, but most of the time I just really like to have the freedom when it comes to the budget. But yeah, I still don't really want to go overboard with expansive landscaping though, because that is just a little bit unnecessary to me. If you have the whole debug menu accessible to you, like if you can use all those free debug plans, I would just rather use those than the expensive ones that come in the Build By catalog. So I did keep an eye on that for this build as well. And then I use this debug fencing that comes with Eco Lifestyle to kind of, just put it all around the lot. It really ties it together with the rest of the world as well. So I really like that. And here I found the perfect place for a mailbox and an outdoor bin. I sometimes struggle with those because I don't really want them to kind of ruin the whole facade of the house, if that makes any sense, because I don't really particularly like the mailboxes and the outdoor bins, even though they are realistic. But for this house, I found the perfect place, and I really think that they look great where they are right now. Which, by the way, speaking of mailboxes, I am so incredibly excited for Snowy Retreat. Is it called Snowy Retreat? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot the name of the new pack. I think it's called, Snowy Escape. It's called Snowy Escape. Oh my gosh, it completely slipped my mind right there. But we're getting a new wall-mounted mailbox with that pack, and I am so excited for that because that saves me so much trouble trying to fit in those mailboxes with the house. Like, I struggle with it sometimes, and with those wall-mounted mailboxes, I think it's going to be a lot easier, and I'm really excited for them. It's such a little detail, and it can kind of seem like very insignificant, but still, like, I am very excited for those mailboxes. I am most excited for the smallest things, to be honest with you. Like, one other thing that I'm extremely excited about is those little shampoo bottles that come with the new pack. I think they're wall mounted as well, and they're just the tiniest little object, but they're so cute and I can't wait to use them. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I really just think that they're so cool. But yeah, you can see that I moved on to the inside of the house, and for the inside of the house, I also didn't use a lot of color. I did add in a couple of colorful accents though, with the rugs and things like that a little bit later on. But for the main like furniture and for the kitchen and the appliances, I tried to stick to black and white as much as possible. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a nice change of pace because, like I already explained, I usually, when it comes to family homes, I just really like to use a lot of warmer colors and just make it look cozy in that way. But for this build, I just really wanted to do something a little bit different. So that's what I did, and I really like the layout of this living room. It's really, really small, but still everything works perfectly. I play tested it and it's all fine. Yeah, I really like the layout of it. It's still very cozy, and I like that it is situated in this like sunroom kind of area. I think that is really nice. There's a lot of nice lighting, natural daylight coming into the house this way. And I really enjoy it. And here you can see that I placed this rug. I am not sure if I kept this rug. I think later on I swapped it out for a different one because I'm using a different one underneath the dining table as well, and I really, really like the one that I'm using in the dining area. So that made it so that I had to swap this one out for something that matched the that would match the rug in the dining area a little bit better, if that makes any sense. So that's what I did. But you'll see that later on. And here I moved on to the kitchen. It's not too cluttered except for these shelves. I added this little makeshift shelving unit to the kitchen, and I really like it. I really like the way that it turned out. And I cluttered that up with a little bit of just some books and a bread box and a fruit bowl and just things like that. And I cluttered up this little section next to the fridge as well. And then I made sure to leave the other counter next to the sink empty so that your Sims have a space to cut up their food and actually cook. So that shouldn't give you any problems. I think I forgot to playtest the kitchen, but I'm pretty sure that it works out fine. Because I've never really had any issues with kitchens when I do them like this. So I think that should be fine. And you can see that the kitchen is very simple and gray and black and white as well, but I was really enjoying that. This house overall is not too cluttered except for some specific sections of the house, I guess. Like upstairs on the landing area, I created a study nook, a study area. And I did clutter that one up a little bit, just to make it a little bit more realistic. But yeah, by the way, I have been, speaking of the new pack that we're getting and the base game update that we're getting next week, because I know what we're getting in the new pack and with the update, I have been a little bit uninspired or demotivated to build lately, which is really sad because I really want to build. But I know that we're getting platforms and things like that, and I know what new items we're getting with the pack, and I can't wait to use them. At some points when I was building this house, like for the roofing situation and stuff like that, I was really already kind of subconsciously counting on using platforms. So then I was building and I realized, wait a minute, we don't have platforms yet. Like, I can't use them yet. So that was a little bit annoying to me. Like, I am just so ready to have the new platforms and just the new items in the game. Like, I can't wait to finally use them. I'm looking forward to it so much. So that's why I am a little bit demotivated or uninspired rather to build these days, but I'm trying my best. I have this build, of course, and then I did something else that I'm not sure if I want to upload that one because it's a very it's a minimalistic house. It's a very small, very minimalistic house. But I'm thinking that maybe it's a little bit too simple, like it's a little bit too minimalistic. But for that one, I was just really in the mood to sit down and build something simple and fun and just something quick also. And I really like the way that it turned out, but I'm thinking that for a speed build, maybe it's a little bit too minimalistic. Like, I don't know, you should let me know. Would you be interested in a very simple, not much going on, minimalistic tiny house? Like, let me know in the comments if I should upload it or not. But yeah, this inside the shipping container section of the house, I created this crafting area with a candle making station and an easel, because for the family of this house, I don't really have a very detailed storyline, but I was thinking that this house is for two moms, and one of the moms has a full-time job that requires them to just go into the office and stuff. And then the other mom, she is very much into crafting. She is very much into painting and candle making. And it's her dream to one day open up her own little shop where she can just kind of sell all of her creations, like her art and her candles that she makes. And right now she's probably selling them on Etsy, and she has a very successful Etsy store at the moment. But in real life, like at some point, she just really wants to open an actual store, like an actual little art store where she can sell her things. So that is what she's doing most of the time. And then the other mom, she has a job, like I just mentioned, that requires her to go into the office. She is a little bit less creative, still kind of creative. Like I'm pretty sure, like I would say that she also likes to paint and stuff from time to time. Maybe she wants to do some knitting or something like in her free time, but not for her job. Like she's not that passionate about it. But the other mom, she is. So yeah, that's kind of the storyline that I was thinking of for the moms. And then the other two bedrooms, one of them I decorated for a toddler. So I was thinking that they have a little kid. I'm not sure if that would be a boy or a girl. Like it doesn't really matter either, but I was just thinking that, I don't know, it could be either. So I decorated one of the bedrooms for a toddler, and then the other bedroom is a nursery. So I was thinking that the mom that stays home and does the crafting, I was thinking that she is pregnant right now. With their second child, and they already have the nursery all ready to go, because she's probably due pretty soon. But yeah, I thought that was a cute idea, because usually what I do is I will decorate like a toddler's bedroom and a kid's bedroom or something, and I barely ever decorate nurseries, also because babies aren't quote unquote functional in the game. I mean, that sounds terrible, but there's not that much that you can do with babies in the game, except for feed them and cuddle them, which is kind of a shame. Like you can change their diapers, of course, but it doesn't like require anything. They just throw them up in the air and that's that, which I think is kind of sad. So I did decorate a nursery with like a changing table and stuff, just to make it a little bit more cute and realistic. But yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. This is the mom's bedroom, and it's very neutral toned in here as well. Like not a whole lot of color going on, but there is some clutter items that have a little bit of color to them. And it looks pretty cramped in here, but I play tested it because I could have placed the bed against the wall. Like for a second, as I was building this and thinking of the family that would live here, I was thinking that it could be for a single parent as well. And then, so that made it so that I could place the double bed against the wall. But I really, really wanted to try and make it work so that the bed is accessible from both sides. So that is what I did. And I figured it out, or like, it was not that difficult really, but I just placed it like that and I play tested it and it works just fine. So that is really nice. So that makes that you can have an extra sim in here if you want to. But I was thinking that this house could also be perfect for a single parent. Like it really doesn't matter. You really could go either way. But yeah, this is the bedroom for the little toddler that I was talking about before. I used a lot of warmer wood tones in here, as opposed to the parents' bedroom and the whole rest of the house, really. I didn't really use any wood tones. But for this bedroom, I thought it'd be fun to add a little bit more warmth to it, really. So that's what I did. And also a couple of like colors, of course, because it's a toddler's bedroom. So it'd be fun. I thought it'd be fun to just add a little bit more color to it as well. But this bedroom, it's really nothing too special. I just made sure to add some toys. So I added a toy box and a Blarfy and a tablet as well. For gameplay, I think those tablets for toddlers are so good. Like they work really well, and your toddlers can literally do everything on that little tablet. Like they can work on all of their skills and stuff. I highly recommend that tablet thing if you're playing the 100 baby challenge, which I should get back to, by the way, sometime soon. I started the 100 baby challenge a long time ago, not on my channel though, it was just for personal gameplay. And I had a lot of fun with it, but I just randomly stopped. I don't know why, but I should really get back to it. I think that is a lot of fun. But yeah, I also made sure to add a little chair. There is a couple of them, by the way, in the bedroom so that one of the moms can just sit there and read the toddler a book or something. And then this is the nursery that I talked about before. By the way, there is 2 bathrooms on the 2nd floor. There's 2 full bathrooms, 1 hall bathroom with only a shower and a toilet and a sink, of course, but no bathtub, only a shower. And then the parents have an ensuite with an shower top combo. So if you want to bathe the toddler, then you would have to go into the ensuite. But I don't think that that should be too much of a problem. Like, it's not the best thing, but the window situation in the hall bathroom upstairs, I couldn't work it out for a bathtub. And I really wanted there to be a shower in there as well. So I just couldn't figure it out. So I just decided to place the bathtub in the parents' bedroom and or in their bathroom in their ensuite. So if you want to bathe your toddler, you can go ahead and use that one. And I don't know, I think that works out just fine. That's not too much of a problem. But yeah, this is the little nursery. This one is pretty colorful as well, obviously, because, well, once again, it's a bedroom for a kid. So I did want to make sure that this is cozy and colorful, and I really like the colors on the wall. That light blue color, I think it's so pretty, and it goes so well with that with the orange color of the couch. I think it just looks really cozy and really cute, and yeah, I just really love the color scheme overall. And yeah, this is the little bathroom. I made sure to place a toddler potty in this whole bathroom. So if you want to bathe your toddler, you're gonna go into the parents' ensuite, but if you want to potty train your toddler, you can go into the whole bath upstairs because there is a potty in this one. So yeah, I did record this bathroom. I don't think I recorded the parents' ensuite, but it's pretty similar to this one, except for there is a shower top combo, like I already explained a million times. But yeah, then there is this little balcony area in the front of the house that is attached to the landing area, and I think that this is really cozy. I just added some furniture items up here. It's not too much of a skill building area because I already have skill building items in the crafting room downstairs, though I did add a little planter, so if you want to plant something, you can go ahead and do that here. But I also added a lot of planters downstairs to the backyard. So if you want to do some actual gardening, you can go ahead and use those planters. Oh yeah, that's true. I also decided to go ahead and place a recycler because I thought that that would be a lot of fun. And I was thinking that the mom, the crafty mom, that she is really into recycling as well. And maybe she likes to like create furniture as well. Like, I don't really know. I think that she is into all kinds of crafts and really at some point just wants to open a store where she can sell pretty much everything from like candles and paintings to actual furniture. Like, I think that that is just her dream. And then in this backyard, I also made sure to place down a couple of lounge chairs and a grill so you can have a nice little outdoor dinner party or just grill party or whatever you want to do, really. And I added a few dew collectors and an extra picnic table as well because I thought that that would be fun. And here are those planters that I was talking about. I think that these are the ones that like water themselves or something. I'm not quite sure what they're called. But yeah, and I also added a woodworking table because it's just a nice extra skill building item. And yeah, the backyard is really not too much going on, but I still think that it's really nice. I really like the fencing all around the whole lot. I think that that makes it, I don't know, it just makes it look a little bit more finished. And then here on the front porch, there is another nice seating area because the front porch is quite spacious. So I did add another seating area right there, and I just decorated it with some lights and a couple of plants. But then that is basically already it for this house. So you can definitely go ahead and download this house off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!